Hello and welcome to one of my favorite races in this game. For more information about this car, upgrade costs, and the series it's in, check the links in the description. This car tops out at 212 miles an hour, but if you check it in kilometers per hour, you can hit 342. And you can keep it full throttle through these corners once you get the hang of it. It's pretty tricky to get the hang of it though. And this doesn't look exciting yet, but just bear with me. So already you could see there were cars 3 wide. That can happen quite early. As you can see, I'm not that far. An accident's can happen quickly. It's not that guy I'm worried about, it's this guy. And you can get caught up in the accidents very quickly. Now, bots are a little bit more generous than they used to be. Like, he just gave me that line. In older versions of this race, he would have plowed me into the wall. And that can still happen once in a while, but it's very rare, and those crashes happen fast. So you always have to be ready, which is what makes this race so challenging. And I would argue that's what makes this race the most lifelike of any other race in this game, because you don't know when the accidents are going to happen, just like real life. Here's one of my favorite maneuvers: outside, inside pass. I can often do this full throttle. This time I did get out a little bit, but if you get a nice long chain of bots like this, you can just work your way through them, but they don't stay in a nice long line. As you can see, things get really messy and you gotta find a way through it. Now, here we are hitting 100 miles, which is very monumental. That is very difficult to make it this far. And you might ask yourself, why do you keep on passing cars? Why don't you just slow down? Because you have a whole bunch in front of you. Well, because if you do that, you're gonna run out. The endless train of bots will just disappear. So that's why you gotta keep on moving, or you're just gonna run out of cars. Like here again, there's a little bit of a stack up somewhere and I'm passing a whole bunch. But you gotta do that or you just get too far behind. And believe me, I've done this a lot. Now, I am fully upgraded. You don't have to be fully upgraded to get to the perpetual point here, but it's a lot harder. And woo, much better to hit the wall than to hit the bots. Now, I'm going to show you an example of how long it can take to build up speed once you lose it. So right here, I'm going to have to nail the brakes to avoid a wreck. And I went down to 178 miles an hour. Now, we're going to speed through this a little bit. And here we are half a lap later, and I'm just getting close to my max speed. 211 is pretty normal to hit. So it takes quite a while, and you've got to be ready for stuff to happen, but you have to move carefully. Watch how fast this happens. And boom, I just slightly nicked this guy. Man, that gets close. And if I was to give you one motto, it's anticipate, calculate, commit. So if I didn't get back into the throttle at the right moment, that guy would have been on the track and we would have had a nice little hang up. And watch some of this. You've got to be really careful. So here they are 4 wide, and I've just got to time this nicely, and I get to drive by, well, 6 bots. That's pretty cool. Now, getting damaged is what you fear the most here. If I get stage 1 damage, my maximum top speed will be 208. So here I am hoping I see 209. As soon as I see 209, I know I'm going to be okay. All right, there we go. Still have max speed. Keep on going. And a pack will often leave the bottom open. Sometimes you could take this full throttle. Now they check up a little bit more than I expected, but just watch. That's a big gaggle of bots that I'm passing all in one corner. And here, just to your top right there, that guy starts turning down. Man, so sometimes it is best to be cautious. Like he was giving me the line, the bot in front of him wasn't, and it would have been very easy for all of us to have got tangled up into a disaster. So I survived that, and I've got a bit of a sketchy pack in front of me, which is creating some problems. And, well, eventually it gets you. Well, just watch what happens. It happens so fast. Let's back up. Billiards. Combo shot. I had to do that. I thought it was really funny. So, sometimes you can keep going for quite a while, even with damage. So I tried to get myself back into the throttle as soon as possible. There we go. I hit the 200-mile mark, and that makes me very happy. But I still want more. So here's my distance in kilometers and my all-time record. And then we switched it back to miles here, but I'll also show you the kilometer total I reached. So please like, please subscribe. Here's another version of this race where I give a lot more details and some other videos you might find interesting. Thank you. Bye-bye now.